Good morning, Capricorn. I hope this finds you well. So I'm doing a collective of readings for the lead up to the new moon. I have been informed that it's going to be a big one for lots of us with all the planets coming out of retrograde. And for your reading, it came through right in the middle of the night for me. And I feel like it actually marries up with the picture that I chose for your thumbnail, which is the Capricorn being asleep, because I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt so sick, like gross, literally like stumbling around, feeling like what the F is going on. And I don't know whether this is you or this is someone that is in your energy, but the song that was playing really loudly in my head was it's 6 o'clock in the morning and it's starting to get light. Da-da-da. And it's that, when I go away, I miss you, and I will be thinking of you every night and day. Just promise me you wait for me, and I'll be saving all my love for you. So that might make sense to you. Listen to the song, or this is someone in your energy that is feeling melancholy, a bit sick to their stomach, and something about coming home. But this is definitely like a sleepy state that I am picking up on. So this is the AEIOU Oracle deck. If you haven't been to my page before, then I use this to pull in the energy. This is actually a deck that I designed myself, and you can purchase this deck from the description box. It's the reviews that I'm getting from people are amazing, and I love working with it. So if you're interested, have a look. Right, that's too many. And if you haven't done already, please like and subscribe to the channel so that you can pick up on readings. And it also helps with me to give you a more accurate read because it's an energy exchange. Obviously, this body of work is free, so it's good to do an energy exchange if you're taking energy from my work. Giving and receiving, closing the loop and all that kind of stuff. So let's have a look and see what comes in. Floating, the word I just got then. And if I haven't said already, I hope that you are doing well. It's very early this morning. There's a lot that wants to come out. Hold on. I am actually going to split the deck. Aha, cleansing smoke. So something needs to be cleansed out. I feel like something may not seem very clear to you. This is to do with your intuition. Let's have a look and see what this is about. So I am doing all the signs. So if you need a full story, then look at your moon and rising as well. Hopefully all the readings will be quite short and sweet so that you can get a good picture of... Right. Okay. So what I'm getting is there is maybe you're trying to digest a lot of information at the moment. Maybe there's a lot of things going on around you that you're finding hard to process, because they don't feel clear. With the sickness in the middle of the night, maybe, you know, processing dreams could definitely be a thing. These are too many. Can I have a clear message, please? Can I have a clear message? And if you haven't been to my readings before, everything in the reading is for the reading. If my phone rings, you know, like everything. Everything in the reading is for the reading. So we've got the Three of Scepters in the reverse, and I feel like I'm getting that something has felt quite draining. This is almost giving me like Ace of Cups in reverse kind of energy. Something has been quite draining, and the picture is actually giving the same You can't really see it on this camera. It's terrible. Can you see? It's like smoke coming out of the pot rather than, which is the same as your oracle. Yeah. So these plumes of smoke. Something doesn't feel solid to you at the moment. Ooh, okay. So this is Moby Dick, the Vice. This could be leading you down a path that doesn't serve you. I feel like there could be like a behavior. I feel like this is some like a shadow aspect of yourself is being highlighted at this time, and it's coming up for work during this new moon. Now I know this is a full moon, but all the readings are for the new moon. This new moon is going to be quite big because it's the first one after all the retrogrades. So this is an aspect of your shadow that is coming up. And the what I'm getting from this card is that the whale, this big white whale, this thing that you've gone after for so long is actually like dismembering itself from you. This wants to get free. It wants to go away from you. And you're still holding on to this situation, circumstances, people, place, and thing. There's something that you're holding on to that is trying to leave. Like with something that's trying to leave your life, whether this is a people, place, or thing, it has to destroy something. Like maybe it's a job or a friendship group, or maybe this is the really hard thing, like a relationship that you are, or a person. It's like the cords need to be cut. Like it served you in the past, but it's definitely not serving you now. And maybe this is quite a hard thing to see. Hard thing to see. Definitely getting the cleansing energy from this. This could also be like a need to eat cleaner as well. Like really be aware of, you know, like when I say eat, what I'm actually meaning is like what you're digesting. That's information. It's, you know, what are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you ingesting as a whole? You know, like it's really important for our overarching health and well-being that we pay attention to, you know, the people that we spend time with, the things that we eat, the, you know, narratives that we hold on to, you know, like it's all going into our system and all needs digesting. Okay, so I feel like there has been like a program that was installed at some point in your life, and this is to do with love. There was a program that was installed into you that was like the Trojan horse. It looked really good at the time, you know, it served its purpose, but this is like, it needs to leave now. You need to push this Trojan horse out of your life. Let this whale go. And I feel like this is a really big thing as well for you. 3 of Coins. So this could be someone that you are collaborating with or have collaborated with. This could be like a friendship group. Oh. Okay, so this is karmic feminine energy, and this is the drain. Okay, so we know we've deciphered. We've deciphered. Okay. So let me explain where we are at the moment with this reading, because we've got so much energy here to even go through. So there is a feminine energy in your world, and this is an aspect of self. Understand that this is an aspect of self, and with that energy that's inside you, you attract this in your realm. Yeah, because the energy needs something to feed off. So this karmic feminine energy is a drain. It's like victimhood, and it's an old program. It's an old program that you are feeding into. And you can see that the bucket underneath her has skulls on it. It's like dead energy. I call the dark feminine like the black hole. It disappears into nothingness. You can't do anything with that energy. It just becomes lifeless. Once you say that you're a victim, it's like that energy dies. Your motivation dies. Your want to help yourself. The forward energy 111 on the clock. It goes into this bucket, disappears. And with this flying out of my hand, this is what you need to be doing. This is the energy that needs to be turned upside down and coming out of this victim consciousness. And this is a program that's been installed. This is the Trojan horse. Yeah. Like waiting on other people to love you so that you can move forward. Can you see that? So you could have watched family members do this. You could have maybe watched mum do this. I'm getting like they're giving me a lack of principles, and that's not a word that I tend to use, principles. And there's someone that's basically this is either you or someone that's in your like field, but you're sleeping on this. You're not seeing what's going on, what's happening with, like, you're turning a blind eye. You're becoming apathetic to something that's happening in your realm. And this is it's like it's draining you because you're feeding it by not doing anything about it. The thing with apathy is it's non-action. It's passive. So if you're saying to the universe, oh, I'm not bothered about having this energy, like it can come and go and it can do whatever it wants as long as it's just like, I don't have to look at it. It's like you're still feeding it because you're allowing it. So the universe is asking you what you're tolerating at this moment, and you're tethering yourself to something that wants to leave because your energy is trying to grow. So it's like, maybe one day you want it to go, and then the next day you're doing something to welcome it back in. It's like you're not allowing it to transition in the way that it needs to and wants to. And this is definitely someone, people, place and thing that is I feel like someone in your community has fed this back to you in some format. That's too many. Can I have less, please? Like, I almost feel like someone's trying to get away with something, or like it was working before. It was working before. Everything was fine before. And now it's like, this is so not right. And you're getting this fed. So the smoke card, the oracle card, this is your intuition. This is your third eye, and it's a bit clouded because of the programming, but you are getting divine information and guidance, and that's the reason why it's coming through this reading. Like, you already know. This isn't a 444. You are protected. So you have guides. This is so synchronistic as well. Can you see the eye on her forehead? You're seeing. So what I'm going to get a message from the ancestors, because you obviously have a connection. Ancestors, please could you offer support at this time? Please could you offer support at this time? Inspiration. Okay, so you are being inspired. You are being lit up by these messages from your ancestors. They're asking you to inspire yourself by making changes. And they're saying, like, they're saying build it and they will come. They're showing me like there's a crossroads. There's a crossroads that you keep coming up against, and it's like, which way do I go? Left, right, left, right, left, right. And it's like the way is going to be lit up for you. The way is going to be lit up for you. But you need to, you need to have clear sight. You need to look and you need to listen to your guides, because they are going to make it clear. And I think that you are going to feel lit up when you think about it, and when you like the next steps, what should I do? Is this right? Like the thought of maybe like making a mistake again or something like that is keeping you at a crossroads. There you go. That's the answer. You've got the death card in the upright and the new beginning, the dancer of beginning. You have to let the old go. You have to let this old energy go so that the new can come in, and you have to do this for good this time. It's no more like going back and forth. Okay, so there may be some illusions in regards to not feeling good enough, not being loved, not receiving love. There could be, or that love is not going to come in again. There may be some like self-confidence, kind of energy, empowerment. Yes, there you go. So this is you. Can you see the card? There's like a bigger entity that's holding on to this little light body. The empowerment over the not being nurtured. Like, you have to have discernment and see clearly where your energy is being looked after and where it isn't. So if someone is not looking after you, being loving towards you, this is all in your throat chakra. This is your upper chakras that are dealing with this. This is speaking things into reality. This is discernment. This is boundaries. This is expressing yourself incredibly as clear as possible. Wow, we're all in blue today. So the challenge for you moving forward, and your ancestors are helping you. Can you see the memories there? The spirit of challenge is to understand that the memories of the past, what's happened previously, can't, they don't have to go into your future, but it's you that has to cut the cords to that energy. because with your thoughts, with your actions and all that kind of stuff, you're pulling it into your future. You're pulling it into your reality. You're keeping the flame burning. And your ancestors are helping you. They are giving you wisdom. They are helping you to see what is for you and what isn't. Whoa. So we've got life and past. Okay, so your life, can you just see? Any path that you choose is for your highest and greatest good. We've had a bit of a theme over these readings where it's like love is the way forward. Where we may have put ourselves in situations that, you know, weren't serving us or that weren't loving, you know, just to get attention, to you know, get our basic needs met. You know, if we were really having to scrape the barrel, that I'm coming back to that feminine energy, scraping the barrel to get our basic needs met, that's not happening in this next cycle of time. They're asking me to go to the angels. So thank you, ancestors. You definitely have connections because they're asking me to swap to a higher timeline. So this is asking you to switch to higher thoughts. The post came. So this is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Let's see what this is about. So if you, you're preparing yourself for you're preparing yourself for love, a deeper connection with self. This is a much more nurturing energy. This is compassion. This is empathy. This is the Queen of Cups. She knows that she must nurture and value the things that she has in her life for them to grow. And this is, you have been in a stage of preparation with this Trojan horse energy. It was preparing you like in a karmic cycle of learning, because this is the energy that they're asking you to leave behind. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So anything that hasn't, this was inspiration. The universe has to show us things that we don't want sometimes, because we can have thoughts and be programmed to want certain things. And then when it actually does show up, we're like, no, that's really not what I needed or what I wanted at all. Like, that is an outdated program. We change all the time. We are constantly preparing and growing. And this love, this nurture is where we grow the most. Okay. So if you think about a plant, if you left it on the windowsill and didn't water it and didn't do anything with it, it probably would grow, but it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't flourish. This is flourishing kind of energy. This is, you know, this is growth on a different level. That's what I'm getting from those two cards. And this comes from letting go. Whatever this paradigm they're giving me, whatever this flaky, there's a word I heard, flaky, like whoever's like half in, half out in your life is not staying. Like flaky energy of, there you go, Ace of Pentacles, you are getting a completely new opportunity. If you let go of this old Temperance, balance, anything is possible. So there is some fear in regards to holding on to this, because it's like you're tethered to something. For some reason, it's keeping you grounded in uncertainty. So you could have maybe grown up in a household that was really uncertain, and you feel happier in that kind of uncertainty than you do in your own uncertainty. So the universe is uncertainty. Everyone lives in that. Everyone lives like nothing, we can't hold on to any single narrative, because nothing is ever promised. Nothing is ever promised. No relationship is ever promised. Or, you know, like we as human beings try to hold on to people, places and things because we fear that there won't be anything else coming on down the line. There is always something coming on down the line. So this is a fear of making a decision. I just have to point out again is that you are actually divinely guided. You are capable of getting the right information and feeling sure about it. They're showing me this halo around your head. Like you are enlightened. You do. Right. Okay. So the Ace of Wands is you're not acting. You're not acting on these pushes. What is trying to be communicated? Let's go there. What is trying to... Okay, so I'm seeing anything that is slowing you down, anything that is holding you back, and this is anyone, people, place and thing, anything that is slowing you down. Think energetics as well. Yeah, so I feel like this is asking you to have a clear out. So the King of Swords is here to basically say discernment is key, and there is a need to be somewhat ruthless in regards to this bit. Yeah. And moving away from anything that is holding you back so that your passion can be ignited. There's definitely something in regards to leaving this victimhood behind so that you're, you know, like the divine masculine forward motion of motivation can be ignited. Passion and purpose, I'm hearing. Because at the moment, the Knight of Wands is coming across as being fleeting. It's fast moving energy, but it's fleeting. It's not like the King of Wands who, you know, keeps his power on, you know, most of the time, or like the Emperor, which is like full-time boss. But once you get into the Knight of Wands energy, you're going to be able to fiercely move forward. That's what I'm getting. But the King of Swords is basically here to say you've got to cut off anything that is holding you back. Justice in reverse. So it's like you're holding yourself back from... Right, okay. Can we have... You're holding yourself back from... I just saw the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Swords, from closing cycles. So your justice is trying to come in. And you're holding on. I feel like that message is going to keep coming. Okay, so you don't need to defend yourself. You're wasting your time defending yourself. That's the 10 of Swords coming out again. Oh no, is that 1, 2, 3? Sorry, 8 of Swords. This being trapped in your head with the blindfold on and everything. Like, you don't need to defend your past actions. You don't need to feel sorry for yourself in regards to what you chose in the past. You don't need to keep going round and round. I feel like if there was a stick, you're beating yourself to death with it. So we've got the Page of Wands coming out sideways at the bottom of the reading. And I feel like this is you sort of tiptoeing into this new beginning. It's like you start something and then you hold back. Start something and hold back. So there's conflict, and this is causing conflict within you. And this is that stick that you're beating yourself to death with. Look at this guy. You're about to smash that guy in the head. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, this is almost like self-punishment. Page of Swords. So we've got 2 pages over here. Messages, messengers. You're not reaching out. I'm getting from that. You're not reaching out. This is maybe speaking to a friend about where you are, like someone that you trust. So we've got the Lovers that popped out, and I would count that as being sideways. It's like choices. I look at this as being the union between your masculine and your feminine energy and God, like balance.